99% of people think the stock market is just numbers, charts, lines, noise. But here's the problem. Most people lose money, not because they don't understand stocks, but because they don't understand the game. Let's fix that. A stock is simple. You're buying a tiny piece of a company. Each piece, a share. Own enough shares, and you own part of the business itself. Own shares, you're a shareholder. Even if your investment is worth less than your last pizza order. These shares trade on a stock exchange. Think of it as a giant marketplace, where ownership changes hands every second. When a company decides to sell ownership to the public, it becomes a public company. And that first sale, that's an IPO. Now the game begins. When prices keep rising, people feel unstoppable. Everyone thinks they're a genius. That's a bull market. But when prices keep falling, suddenly everyone becomes a philosopher. It's not about the money. It's about the lessons. That's a bear market. And markets don't move calmly. Prices jump, crash, recover, then crash again. That chaos, it's called volatility. And how many shares are being traded, that's volume. More volume usually means more excitement or more panic. Everything comes down to one thing: supply and demand. More buyers than sellers, price goes up. More sellers than buyers, price goes down. Simple. Until emotions get involved, because humans are terrible at staying rational. Sometimes people become convinced prices can only go higher. Everyone starts buying. Fear of missing out takes over. Prices detach from reality. That's a bubble. And eventually, reality wins. The bubble bursts, and fortunes disappear overnight. But here's the part everyone wants to know. How do people actually make money? The most common way? Going long, buy low, sell high. Sounds easy. Almost nobody does it consistently. Some companies pay you just for owning their stock. These payments are called dividends. Imagine getting paid for doing absolutely nothing. Some companies are massive, profitable, trusted. They've survived for decades. These are called blue chip stocks. Others? Tiny companies with huge promises. Some cost less than $5 per share. They're called penny stocks. They can make people rich. They can also destroy accounts. Now let's add danger, leverage, borrowed money, more buying power, bigger gains, but also bigger losses. One bad move, and things get ugly fast. Now imagine you think a stock will fall. Instead of buying, you bet against it. That's called shorting. You sell first, buy later. If the price drops, you profit. But if the stock rises, your losses can keep growing. There's technically no limit. And sometimes, short sellers get trapped. The stock suddenly explodes upward. Everyone rushes to buy back shares. That panic creates even more buying. That's called a short squeeze. And prices can go absolutely insane. You've probably heard people shouting, "To the moon." That's what they mean. Now here's where things get dirty. Sometimes a group of people spreads hype. Fake excitement, false promises. They push prices higher. That's called a pump. Then they sell everything. The price collapses. Everyone else gets stuck holding the bag. That's a pump and dump, one of the oldest tricks in the market. And in crypto, a similar scam often happens. It's called a rug pull. One moment, everything looks amazing. The next moment, creators disappear, along with your money. Now, let's level up. Futures. A futures contract is a deal. You agree today to buy or sell something later at a fixed price. No changing your mind. You're locked in. Options are different. They give you a choice, not an obligation. A call option means you expect prices to rise. A put option means you expect prices to fall. Futures force action. Options give flexibility. Big difference. Now let's talk about something smarter. ETFs. Instead of betting on one company, you buy a basket. One purchase, dozens or hundreds of stocks. Some investors go even further. They buy index funds. These simply track an entire market index. No stock picking, no guessing. Just following the market itself. All your investments together, that's your portfolio. Each investment inside, a holding. And here's the secret most people discover too late: compound interest. Your money earns money. Then that money earns money. Then that money earns money. At first, almost nothing happens. Then years later, the growth becomes ridiculous. This is how wealth quietly gets built. Not overnight, over decades. But markets aren't logical, they're emotional. Fear spreads faster than facts. When prices start falling, people panic. They rush for the exits. That's panic selling. And sometimes prices briefly recover. Hope returns. People think the worst is over. Then the stock crashes again. Traders call this a dead cat bounce. Now imagine someone so wealthy. Their trades move the entire market. These investors are called whales. When whales buy, people notice. When whales sell, everyone notices. And sometimes, the market gets hit by something nobody expected. A war, a pandemic, a financial collapse, a crisis. That's called a black swan event. Rare, unexpected, and often devastating. To trade stocks, you need to understand pricing. The bid is what buyers are willing to pay. The ask is what sellers want. The difference? The bid-ask spread. You also need orders. A market order buys immediately. A limit order waits for your price. A stop-loss order helps protect you when things go wrong. Now let's talk valuation. One of the most famous metrics is the P/E ratio, price divided by earnings. It helps investors judge whether a stock looks expensive or cheap. Another important number, market cap. That's the total value of a company according to the stock market. How easy is it to buy or sell a stock? That's liquidity. Higher liquidity usually means smoother trading. Now, how do professionals decide what to buy? Some use fundamental analysis. They study the actual business. Revenue, profit, competition, management, growth. Others use technical analysis, charts, patterns, trends, support, resistance. One group studies companies, the other studies behavior. And behind all of it, there is one invisible force, inflation. Prices rise, money buys less, savings lose purchasing power. Doing nothing becomes a risk, which means investing isn't just about making money, it's about protecting it. At the end of the day, the stock market isn't really about stocks. It's about people. Fear, greed, hope, regret. Some people gamble, some people panic. Most people react. But the people who understand the game think differently. They don't chase hype. They don't panic during crashes. They don't follow the crowd. They understand how money moves. And once you understand that, the stock market stops looking like chaos and starts looking like opportunity. If you're learning something new from Massey Explained, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to understand how money really works.